And we live. Hello.
Everybody.
So, I want to start off by saying Cam hasn't done a rap cipher in what seems to be a little bit. So, I'm number one happy about this. So, let's talk about some of the people we see up top in the features list before we go any further in this live stream. Shall we, Aiden? We
Alrighty.
see Kevin Bennett, the fucking GOAT, who's also a wrestler. We know Cam's in here. I see Schwabity. Schwabity does pretty good. I see Chi-Chi, who we know Chi-Chi normally blows it out the water. So...
We can also see the cast and crew in the description here. That's what I'm looking at.
Oh, actually, can we?
Yeah. It shows everyone.
Oh, okay, shit.
Schwabity starts as a legendary birds.
Yeah.
Omega Sparks. I've heard good things about them.
Don't know anything about them. I will go ahead and preface this for everyone. I have listened to this once before. I'm going to listen to it again because I know my reactions are going to change. I know my reactions have changed just a little bit. We have Kevin Crust as the Late Guardians. Matt, we see Matt Forio in here. We already know he gonna fucking destroy this shit.
He's gonna go real fast, real hard.
Aerial Ace, I really, before I listened to this the first time, had no idea who he was.
Yeah, I don't know him. I think that's the one I don't know.
We all know Chi-Chi. Kevin Bennett as the Rune Nation trio. The very end, Aiden.
Nice.
So, guys, are you ready to go? And we'll be talking about each verse. So, after we listen to Schwabity's part, we're going to pause, maybe break it down a little bit, talk about what we liked, what we didn't like, continue. Ready? 3, 2, 1, play. This violin goes hard.
Okay, the violin starts really good.
Hey, yeah, okay. Let's get it. Let's go. Jim on the big stage once again. Hitting with the shit cool, just a one and done ya. You're too talkative, 2v1. If you charge to me, then I drop the thunder. Third time's the charm, getting 3-man child like a star. I'm hot
okay,
like
this
summer.
Is nice.
Every region with triple threats, so we wear the crown in this tundra. We're too fly, the design so icy, move so dark. They can harm your psyche, flow so far, I can spark up like me.
I like how he included them.
The glaring forms, yeah.
Yep.
That's how the feathers roll. Matching the pressure of a legendary bird. You're not too bright. Must be off the powder trying to aim at us. If you've heard of the wing mirages, then you've heard that we're dangerous.
Them entendres are coming in hard today. I like it.
They are.
Killer trio. Turn your fave to dust. Metal titans.
Okay.
Alright.
First off, let me go back. I love how he just takes a direct reference at all the dumbasses. Y'all not too bright. It's so. And then it goes between the rivalry of the birds. That's nice. The rivalry between the birds, because we've seen that before.
Yeah. I like the line hidden with the sheer cold, just a one in done, because obviously sheer cold. It's a 1-8 KO move.
Yeah. And I like the fact that he's including the Galarian versions into this as well. If you go back, Psyche
he
and
charged
then
to me, then
Dark.
drop the thunder, charge, can power up electric moves, dropping the thunder.
Yeah. And then obviously you have a Dark and then Psyche verse for the Psychic and then Dark types of two of the birds of the Galarian forms.
Yeah.
That was nice.
And he makes a reference to how they all have the Spanish numbers of 1, 2, 3, uno, dos, tres, when they have third times the charm when they show Moltres. I like that.
Yeah.
And
now,
when they show the Galarian forms, it says, "So we wear the crown in this tundra, the crown tundra."
I want to check something.
What?
So, what was that line? What did he call the birds? Was it the phantasmal birds? I feel like that's a reference to something. Something along those lines.
Let me check here. Earlier he called them triple threats.
Uh-huh. Oh, here's something I like.
You guys are not too bright. Must have dropped the powder, the bright powder. I like that.
Yeah. Something else I like. Elemental Titans, they should be praying to us. That's a jab at the Reggies.
Yeah.
That's a straight jab at the Reggie.
Yeah, they're called Elemental Titans. Yeah, last line is Elemental Titans, they should pray to us. Yeah, so Killer Trio and Triple Threat's the only things they refer to themselves to, I think.
Let me go back.
Never run. Put an effort in, that's how the feathers work. Try matching the pressure of a legendary bird. You're not too bright. Must be off the powder trying to aim at us. If you've heard of the winged mirages.
The winged mirages.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, winged mirages.
What is that a reference? I feel like that's a reference.
Let's see what the line is. So the line is...
If you've heard of the winged mirages.
If you've heard of the winged mirages, you know that we're dangerous. Winged mirages.
I feel like that's a reference to something. I just don't know what.
I'm looking it up. The 3 legendary birds, also known as winged mirages, are the resident trio of the Kanto region.
Okay, so that is
another way that they're called. Yes, that's just
I never knew that. That's the fact that he dug that up. Number one, that's fucking amazing. That's a dope.
Yeah, I never heard they were called that.
That's a dope ass legendary nickname, the Winged Mirages. I'ma fucking use that. That's fucking great. Shout out to Suavity, bro. You fucking you did it, bro. You fucking did it.
All right, let's get to the end of this and then start legendary beasts.
Yep, I'm ready.
All right, let's go.
Legendary, throw out your flames. I never fear foes. They try to drag me across the net. My heart was sheer cold. Cancel me if you won't. I don't need to evolve. I stand on my high heel perch. They worship me as a god. One of the good
Spark's voice works so well for this.
It does.
To shake. I froze my doom into place. Not your favorite nerdcore rapper, at least I'm in the mix. A cipher with 10s cross the border. Spark was only a 6, but I ain't trying to wait to 60 to reflect. No regrets. I ease back, chilling while I'm leaving your league wreck. Like rockets in the sky, make these haters feel weightless. They can't catch me riding the tailwind of my greatness.
All right, that was pretty good.
Hey, B-Rad. Aiden's butt. Do. Okay, goddamn.
Shut the fuck up, B-Rad.
Anyway, so I'm gonna be honest. In terms of what the lyrics that were actually in it, that was my least favorite so far.
That's
Again,
fair.
I've heard all the because no offense.
I don't know how it'll be yet, so we'll see what happens.
He didn't say anything that really pertained to the dogs, and he made a lot of ice type references, but Suicune's a water type.
See, I didn't really get the point of the sheer cold line here.
Well, there was sheer cold and then leaving y'all frozen or something along those lines, showing Suicune. But I'm like, Suicune's not an ice type.
I think the only reason this works really well still is just because, again, his voice just works really well, especially for legendary beasts, I would say.
Audio-wise, he fits really well with his voice. But
yeah.
What he's saying, he's mainly using a bunch of move references. I don't notice a lot of anything about the dogs themselves. The only reference
the only Pokemon reference that you could tell, really, at least for double entendre stuff, is when he says earlier, a Spark was only at 6, and then the next line is, but I ain't trying to wait to 60 to reflect. Spark is 60 base power, trying to reflect that. It's a physical move.
It's
that's all I could really get.
But as I said, he did a lot of move bars. Don't get me wrong. He hit move bars really good. But
oh yeah.
The only thing about the legends is y'all trying to cancel us, which is a reference to when they died, but it didn't hit. I'm sorry. This is possibly, in terms of what's being said, my least favorite. Again, I've heard this before, but yeah. I haven't actually went through and
looked. Nice though. They can't catch me right in the tailwind of my greatness, because obviously with tailwind, you can never keep up with the speed.
Do any of them get tailwind?
Let's see.
Suicune's the only one who would.
I feel like it would be him since he was on screen.
It's
tailwind
the only one.
Pokemon. Yeah, Suicune can.
I was about to say, it also makes sense with what it is, because it's called, the North Wind or some shit, if I'm not mistaken, so.
Yeah.
Other than that, that was one of his few good bars, in my opinion. He had a lot of good move bars, but nothing that pertained to the trio. I'm going to go back. Are you ready?
Yep.
Go ahead.
Can't catch me riding the tailwind of my greatness. Where you tread, get the
Where the fuck's... Okay. Let's talk about Cam.
I really like Cam's scream. Like, dude, recently he's been getting a lot more into...
A lot of work, B-Rad. We will not be able to stream today. Please. Yeah. We got too much shit to do. We're only doing this because it's going to be relatively short. Okay, let's talk about how many fucking references Cam threw into the fucking trio. Let's start there.
First off is get the iron to your head. Obviously, the move Iron Head.
He came in with
starting line.
I will say that's a great bridge from the last verse to his. Because remember, Sparks literally mainly did just move bars. That's all he did.
Yeah.
So Cam starts out with a move that pertains to one of the Reggies at least. And then flows it into talking about how you had to have the whole Braille system. How they all have the 7 eyes. And, you know, they're the giants. How many of them there are, where they're found. He just fucking... It was punch after punch after punch on the Reggies. And it was fucking great.
Mm-hmm.
And I fucking love that. I think Cam fucking killed it. I wish he would have talked a bit more about some of the newer ones, but I understand they don't have as much to talk about.
Yeah. I really like the line where you're slow to start, we got impact of Gigas. Like, Giga impact, slow start. I like that wordplay there.
Well, something I noticed, he included at least almost every one of their fucking abilities in that. You heard clear body.
Clear and body is what we do.
Slow start. There was a couple of other. I'm pretty sure he pressure. He referenced, I'm pretty sure, at least most, if not all of their fucking abilities, which was fantastic. Shout out to you.
Almost all of them.
I don't know if he did Aleki and Drago. I know he did the original 4.
Yeah, I didn't see anything related to Transistor or Dragon. What was it? It's not Dragon Energy. That's his move.
I don't remember what it's called.
Reggie Drago. What was his ability? It was something Dragon. I know that anyway. Mm-hmm. Dragon's Maw. Yeah, no, he didn't say anything about that.
So he at least referenced a lot of the abilities, which is nice still. And he included even the newer ones.
Yeah, and obviously the iconic thing that the Reggies are known for, I think it was like we make explosions in the booth, I think he said.
Something along those lines, but he referenced
explosions in the booth,
Because that's...
And it works because with how his flow was, it was like honestly pretty explosive.
Yeah, it was very what I like to call punchy, or what most rappers call punchy.
Oh yeah,
it was punch
and the
after
beats
punch.
behind it really helped with that too.
It's like rap battles. Actual rap battles,
like
you don't really worry about like melody and stuff. It's just hard punch after hard punch after hard punch making fun of someone. But this was hard punch after hard punch of building up their credit, which was nice. I also like
under the Lake Trio
how the Reggies are like defensive, and he included that, and they can't scratch our texture.
Can't scratch our texture,
Yeah. Okay, Lake Trio.
You can dip your toe in to see how far from our peak. We're the try guys, but put our action on replay. There's no cheat.
Okay, I like that part.
Save your daylight and turn the time. Find a stab in between the eyes, cause we're not Roman legends, but we'll call your third eye. It's fundamental.
Alrighty.
Troglodytes, you find it fundamental. Start to disturb in order. We will serve you central with a mystic power that'll fuck your mental. It's wireless how we play. Shallow brain can't contain a lake. Yeah, for divine, we hold the reins. That's why your girl wants more time and space. You want
alright.
back the distortion, threaten harmony, and you'll see why Lakers dunk on all in their orbit. You galactic
a Lakers reference, bro.
Okay, that's my favorite one so far. That was really good.
I will say, I didn't even get all the references in that, but Kevin's always done well.
I know.
The fucking Lakers dunk line.
Yeah, that was a funny reference. I like the start of where the try guys put our action on replay. There's no cheat action replay. You get it's basically a cheat mode.
I know there's a reference with the try guy thing. I don't know what. Hi, Amanda.
Guys. I mean, it's probably just because it's just like the Lake Guardian.
No,
trio.
I saw people in the comments because I read the comments earlier, and I'm pretty sure it's a reference, but I don't know to what.
Oh, the Try Guys is a YouTube channel that's like Pokemon related.
Ah, okay.
That's what it is.
That's a fire ass reference.
Pokemon, and that's what it was.
I like the third eye because they have the gym where you typically see a third eye.
Oh yeah.
Dip your toes in. How a lot of people, when they don't want to get like fully wet or into the water, they just put their feet in. That's cool. The lake reference. He killed this. The red chain reference was nice too. So far,
I like that was a good end.
So far,
and
they
like
have
the
all done
that'll
amazing.
fuck your mental.
Yep.
Like Uxie was like one that was like very. It was like the most mental of the like trio.
Because its thing
was like the
knowledge.
smartest of the three.
Yeah, his thing's knowledge. Knowledge, willpower, and emotion.
Yeah.
As elf willpower, Master emotion, and then Uxie knowledge. It's nice. I like how he included a lot of psychic bars in it, as well as specifically talking about the traits. It was a great
I also
mix.
like talking about the creation trio of Giratina, Dialga, and Palkia. More time and space turned back to distortion.
Yeah, because you had to have them to do that in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
And then something else. The fucking your girl needs more time and space.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, your girl needs more time and space. Yeah.
Dude, that's such a like.
And then obviously the red chain. Don't question why you see our chain turn red. That's so damn good.
Dude, it was another one just like Cam. Punch after punch after punch after punch. It's fucking amazing. But still, the girl, the reason your girl needs more time and space, like your girl's breaking up with you over her or over him or whatever. This fucking great, bro. Okay,
on the Galactic Bomb in our battle, obviously Team Galactic was very, very interested in the Lake Trio and with the Creation Trio.
Because they had to have the Lake Trio to get to the Creation Trio, so it's
exactly
great. Now we're on the mat. We are on to Matt.
I don't know how he's gonna go because like Schwabity, I would say was like a really good start for the Cypher, and so for the Lake Trio is still my favorite. So we'll see if
I will tell you the end is the best one. The end is the best one. I will say that much. Personal opinion.
Let's go.
What Mother Nature calls ungulates, but what our enemies call musketeers, and what they hate is called justice, and I serve with something so sacred. You'll never be safe when it's judgment time. You'll come to find that remaining silent is your last right. Four-legged, the sword swings from the forehead, it cuts above the rest. We're the barbershop quartet, knocking at your doorstep, but not a Trojan horse. In this resolute form, it's no secret that you'll forfeit. Charge! With the force of a stallion, a fortune that you only warn.
Yeah, there we go. I was waiting for him to go fast with it.
Rocky attack with an amateur to the maximum. No paradox. Any other enemy we come across, we'll see their screen get shattered as we stomp. Mazel tov.
Alright.
Brother. Okay, first off, we had the Musketeer line. I knew he was going to throw it out there.
Yeah.
It was mandatory. He threw the Swords of Justice out there, which is their name as well. Throw that out there.
War enemies call musketeers, and what they hate is called justice.
This motherfucker put a barbershop line in there. The barbershop quartet.
I didn't expect that one.
Matt just has this way of thinking, right? Where he'll take the base of something and what it just basically is and expand it into all these other spaces that it shouldn't be able to be expanded into.
Yeah, like now that I hear it, doesn't make sense to have them to like say, oh yeah, it's a barbershop quartet. But it never like came to mind for me.
And then obviously all the horse references, because they're all roughly horses in some form. And then obviously the
like
Resolute.
the line of knocking your doorstep, but not a Trojan horse, because obviously like they're saying like, yeah, no, we're the real shit. We're not some fake ass thing.
And then again, it's also the horse reference, which is great. And then
that's true, yeah.
The Keldeo
Resolute form for Keldeo,
Yep. And then on top of it, he even references the fucking paradox forms.
Yep.
Dude, Matt just has this dumb ass amazing way of thinking, and I fucking love it. Are you ready for the forces of nature?
Yeah.
Okay.
I might be a tank. The fuck did you think? Blink. Squares a thumbnail. My bad, work the fire like a thumbnail. Got his whole party in a state of hostile. Make it rain. Upsell. Hit his heart, smoke, smooch him. Lost bell. Mother Nature finna unveil. But you the whore to be.
Okay.
It's the force of nature for me, scorching beast. Sit there living while you fuckers forcing G's. Nasty platter, we don't let you mourn in peace. Get the storm and we a category. Sheesh. Rock slide and they stunning like Porky P. Grab a hawk and I'll put it for your beat. Work it off of me. Sturdy all the week. New pack drop. Burn me on them leaves. Springtime when I roll on your bitch. In the flesh, got a new incarnate. 2012, I was running, didn't matter. Happened since, boy, I know you starving. That sweet life stay with them apartments. My home, motherfuckers, you on it. Flies guys sitting high from the comments. Fuck a legend, I'm the truth in the comments.
Can I point out how I didn't catch the fucking Sweet Life of Zack and Cody fucking line? How fucking crazy,
Wait a minute,
bro.
where was that?
Fucking, Let me see. Hold on.
I didn't even notice that.
That sweet life stay with them apartments. That sweet life stay with them in that apartment.
Oh, there I see. Yeah, that sweet life stay with them apartments. I didn't even think about that.
Sweet life of Zach and Cody bar in this. And you got some references to their new signature moves, to their incarnate forms, things like that, and the fact that Landorus has been meta Landorus Therian has been meta ever since it came out.
Yeah.
Ever since it came out. Dude, that was nice. He didn't have as much punches of what they were, kind of like how Cam did, or Kevin. But he had just nice generic punches mixed with a little bit of what they exactly are, and it was quite nice.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
On to the one where JJ's opinion is slowly changing. Are you ready for the Tabus?
Yep. Let's go. Guardian deities.
Okay.
Surging through our veins in ancient power. Light the torches and embrace your judgment. Aiden, the glow, venture the acapella. Got an abundance of flows, nature's man it shows. Coming for comfort and told my pole. You're in my domain, I'll ruin your hope. Cause every terrain was built in my type. The tab is taboo, forbidden for might. If you're
Mark's trying to get an opinion for this.
I'll banish you out of my village tonight. So then, when you face the island trials, let an alien kiss the ring. When the sun and moon are falling, we hold everything. Will you
Okay. So, here we go. Chi-Chi. The person who normally does the best on every cipher she ever does. Hers has grown on me. I will say, after a couple listens through, hers has grown on me.
I think overall for Chi-Chi's, if this was like separate to the rest, it'd be fine. But I feel like in the cipher, it's like an out of left field kind of flow.
I just hate the super high note she hits toward the end and when she does the archipelago, because she goes really high and then drops it, which was kind of nice with the archipelago, but just wish she wouldn't have went as high.
Yeah, that once it was done with the archipelago, like that was fine.
And the worst thing,
yeah, the other hype stuff towards the end was like, eh.
Yeah, and the other thing, and this is no fault of Chi-Chi's, this is whoever did the actual song. Whenever she does the aloha to the alola, and then you hear that weird sound effect, like you're entering a battle almost, or whatever. At the very beginning, I hated that. I hated that the absolute most. Other than that, what she said was fantastic.
Oh yeah, it was really good.
I just wish her delivery of certain parts would have been better. I've gotten used to the first part, it's not as bad. I got used to most of the ending except for those super high notes that she hit. I wish she would have. Other than that, it was pretty decent. She's not the best one though. No offense to her. Chi-Chi, you normally kill it. This was not even necessarily just your fault. This just wasn't my personal favorite. It wasn't my cup of tea.
Yeah.
Now, we're on to JJ's favorite. Are you ready?
Alrighty. Let's go.
Step into the unknown, what you wanna learn about the mystery past? No, it's not a myth, better get a 3 ring and a pen, take notes in this history class. Even go online with the tablet, we don't wanna beat around the bush. With the ruin that we doing, put a king out his land. Might as well go and put a sword in your vessel, you skip this exam. Whoa, Chen, never gonna give you the flowers when he taking them out. You better get a landscaper. Chen Power, okay. Get it chilly with the blades on ice, and he looking like he playing for the Sabres. Ting Luke, put his hand to him on a crew, then he hit him with the who's gonna be going back acres. Gee, you real high, gonna have to draw a line with this heat out of me and the equator. Raising the stakes and you pulling the stake, was it a mistake? The stake is out in location. You found the treasure, revoking the courts at the peril. So now you treasure your safety. Out in Paldea, now nobody's greater. Amounts of destruction we bring to the payment. So come to the shrine with a knock and a rumble. I think you just stumbled upon ruination.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
That was good.
Kevin fucking killed the end of this.
Yeah, Kevin went in on the end here. Goddamn.
So let's talk about. We're gonna work backwards, okay? We obviously get the power of ruination toward the end, right? And then some, you know, how you kind of open the seals Can we talk about the steak lines though? That he fucking.
Oh, yeah, that was really good.
Brother, it was just all I heard in that was steak, da da da, steak, da da da, steak, da da da, steak. I'm like, fuck, bro. That's cool. Being able to use the same word in different contexts repeatedly like that is great.
Yeah, raising the stakes when you pull in the steak.
Yeah. Hold on, let me see if I can actually find the lyrics, and maybe this will help me.
Well, no, they show the lyrics like at the bottom.
Yes, but I know there was like 5 stakes.
Raising the stakes when you pull in the stake was a mistake to stake us out in location.
There you go. Yeah. Bruh, that shit's fire. That shit was fire.
The fact he was able to do... He said the words... Well, not technically with mistake, but you get my point. He said steak 4 times, and it actually was good. There's very few rappers, let alone artists, who can actually do that really well.
Well, it was the thing of where he placed it, because notice, some of them were at the beginning, some were like halfway in the middle, and like in the middle there, and then there were some at the end. So it was just where he placed it that made it flow so well. And it was just fantastic. Let's not forget the fact that he also went through each of them individually and gave them each their own 2 bars to throw down about themselves. You know, the Wochian, then you got Chen Pao. The fact that he threw in another sports reference was fucking hilarious.
Yeah. That was funny.
And then Tinglu, and then Chiyu. Dude, it was just... The overall theme of this was a lot lower, just a very much so, I'm better than you and you know it. Kind of like a... Yeah. I felt like Chi-Chi was, no offense to her, she was super out of place because of some of her high notes. It kind of threw off the whole vibe, which I guess in a way worked to their advantage because it made, in my opinion, Kevin's verse hit better because it brought us back into what the cipher was.
I think that honestly kind of like ironically fits well with the Pokemon games just in general, because Gen 7 was vastly different from every other generation. And Gen 9 was something to try to bring us back down to normality of some sort.
You're not wrong. The only thing I would say is, I don't know if... I felt like Gen 7 was one of the darker storylines, especially pertaining to the trio. Or the
well, yeah, no,
quartet.
that's true, but I'm saying in terms of like the game entirely.
Oh, yeah.
The fact that you just went to like multiple different islands.
It wasn't bad. As I said, this entire thing was amazing. I think my opinion has changed. Just based off audio, without paying attention to what's being said, I have to say Chi-Chi's is my least favorite. Solely because of those high notes, I wasn't a big fan of them. Or the weird effect that someone added in at the beginning wasn't my cup of tea. Now, in terms of what's being said, my least favorite was Gen 2 with the dogs. It was unfortunate. Just, yeah. Overall, who would you say is the 2? You can only pick 2 MVPs of this. Aiden?
What happened?
I said,
I was taking care of something.
You're good. Out of everyone in this, who would you say are the 2 MVPs of this?
I liked Matt's verse a lot, but I think I gotta go for Kevin Bennett and Schwabady. Those guys just did so well with their verses. They had a great beginning and ends.
So for me, Kevin Bennett's the number 1. This man just fucking shreds. I don't know how he does it.
Yeah.
See, I'm between fucking Kevin Crust and Matt. Because I really love the Lake Trio.
Yeah.
I really like the Lake Trio, but I feel like some of the bars just went over my head. And that might be a me issue. But Matt's, he came out of like left field with some of his bars, and it was amazing. Again, the barbershop line. I think I'm going to give it to Matt. I think Kevin Bennett and Matt were mine. Overall, the one we agree on, Kevin Bennett was the absolute MVP of this. Man fucking killed it. Shout out to Kevin. I am gonna say, why is my account not subbed to Cam? What the fuck? Okay, sorry about that.
There you go.
I didn't know I wasn't subbed to Cam Steady. The fuck, YouTube. So, for anyone who wants to go listen to this in chat, I will plug it in chat for
you should probably
you
put
all
the link in the chat, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and plug it in chat for everyone. If you want to go listen to it on your own as one fluid thing. I know we did a bit of breakdown with it, but we also kind of had to. Here is the link if you want to go listen to it yourself. But with that, everyone, I think we are going to GTFO. Thank you all for showing out. Yeah, it was fun. Any last words, Aiden?
Yeah, that Cypher was really damn good. I hope to see more from Camp City, and if there is, then